What's something old technology-wise that you're still fine with? That you don't feel the need to update into 2023? Waterbeds are a technology, so I guess they would fit, and they're making a comeback. What's something else from the olden days you're still good with as far as technology goes? Text in at 8772 RadioU. Isaiah, you got anything?
I would say, for me, I'm pretty up with my technology. Like, I have a new iPhone and things like that.
Mm.
I mean, I have a PlayStation.
You got the 15?
I don't have the 15. I don't even know which one I have. I think I have the 13 Pro, maybe. I don't even know. I have one of them. I have one of the more recent ones. I don't feel like I'm behind.
Yeah.
But I have, like... I feel like in, like, video games, I'm more okay with being behind now. I'm okay with playing the PlayStation 4, not the PlayStation 5, which isn't even that far behind.
No.
But it's a couple years behind. I'm also cool with buttons.
Buttons?
Yeah, I'm okay with having... Not everything for me has to be touchscreen. I'm okay with having buttons still. You know, one of the places that I hate it when it's like the touchscreen jazz.
Okay.
Whenever I'm at the gas pump.
You don't like a touchscreen
I don't know what buttons
pump.
to push. Because it feels like none of them work. But I like the buttons, like the hard buttons on the keypad, to know when they ask me for a car wash, I'm saying no.
It's tough at the gas station because the buttons, the physical buttons get worn down. And then it's all, you're just, well.
So I keypad it.
Yeah, like 1 through 9 would normally be here. So this must be yes over here.
Because I'll go to touch that little screen.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this a touch screen? It's not. Or maybe it is. I don't know. It doesn't work. It's outside all day.
The touch screens are going to be tough when wintertime rolls around, too, because you're wearing gloves.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to take those off, get your fingers freezing. I'll tell you, now that you mentioned touch screens, here's one that comes to mind for me is like all the smart stuff in the kitchen. I don't need a smart fridge. I just need a fridge. I don't need, like, that's the new wave now is getting all the kitchen appliances and other appliances too connected to the Internet of Things and, you know, that kind of thing. Wi-Fi capabilities. Start your washer with an app on your phone. I don't need that. I just start my washer, you know?
I see what you're saying.
But I don't know. I don't think I'm alone in that. I think that's still partially because those are such big ticket items, but I think that's still something that the world is not necessarily embracing, even though Samsung really wants us to.
What about, are you cool with knobs?
Knobs?
No, there's not as many knobs as there used to be be able to spin. Those are like some of the things that are going away. Everything is so touchscreen now. I just go back to buttons and knobs.
I like the tactile feedback.
They're so satisfying. How about a joystick? Anybody want a joystick? Joysticks are fun.
What do you use joysticks for?
Old video games.
Yeah, I'm fine with the joystick being gone.
What?
I think I'm fine.
Joystick is underrated. How about this? You know what some people would say is a little bit old? Listen to the radio.
You mean like actually through the radio? Through
the radio, yes.
Yeah, I'm still good with that.
I like listening to the radio.
I still do this. I have an alarm. My first alarm is an actual radio. And I like that. Feels like I'm connected to the outside world when that turns on every morning. Giving me an update on how are things.
We're getting some people texting in, so we'll come back and talk and see what you guys say.
Yeah, getting some good answers. 8772 RadioU. Some technology that you're not ready to update yet.
The stories you love with the opinions you hate. The Riot RadioU.
A little old technology that we're still okay with, and lots of people have been texting in their thoughts on stuff that they're still good with. I see that Philip said a Walkman, like actually having a CD player.
Remember when you had your little like CD, what's that called?
A Walkman.
Is that what it's called?
Like the thing that held the CDs?
Mm-hmm. The little baggie that you would unzip it, you opened it up, and had those little slits in there where you could put all your CDs and you could carry it around with you.
Yeah, actually, I was glad to leave CDs behind because I would just have so many like burned CDs and whatever. And then you could only listen to one thing at once. You know what I mean? I was okay with moving on from CDs. Once I got my first iPod, that was such a difference maker. And now I don't even need that.
Hear me out here, though.
Okay.
Before the iPod was the Zune. Did you ever dabble with the Zune?
I never had a Zune.
My brother had a Zune, and when he had that was like the most overpowered piece of technology I had ever witnessed in my life.
Oh, yeah.
When I got to listen, because I didn't have my own, he had one. When I got to listen to it, that was like sick. When I got to use, one time I got to take it on a little trip, the Zune. My mom let me use it when I went on a trip with my grandmother to Pittsburgh, and I got to listen to it the whole way. I've never had more fun in a car. It was exciting times for me. I was like 7.
I remember the first time having an iPod, the first time having a CD player, a little personal CD player. Those are big times. And I guess kids these days will never get to experience that. Let's see. Derek is agreeing with you on your buttons thing. He says, especially if the screen is cracked, you got trouble on your hands. And again, I just like the feedback. I don't like pressing a button that I can't tell if it's without looking at it if something's actually happening, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And it feels good to press it. Satisfying.
Arthur likes manual transmissions for cars. Do they even make those anymore?
I don't know how to do it, but I will say that if your car does have a manual shift transmission, nowadays, way less likely to be stolen.
Yeah, that's right. Or it'll get really messed up when they try to steal it.
They're not going to get very far.
Also, if you've ever ridden with somebody with a manual transmission, it looks cool when they're driving.
Oh, it does. Because you're doing all the handwork, man.
Yeah. Now, for me, if I had a manual, I'm already a bad enough driver. I think I would that'd be one more thing for me to pay attention to, and I can't comprehend that. So
imagine texting and driving and trying to shift. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
It's just, really just isn't even comprehensible today.
The other one for me, the other one I thought of was regular doorbells.
Like a ding dong.
Yeah, because whether I have a doorbell or a Ring doorbell or a Nest Cam or whatever, I'm not answering the door. Leave me alone. And I don't need all that. I'm not worried about somebody breaking into my house. Which I guess I'm saying now is that you can break in my house, you'll never be caught. But it's just not a concern of mine. And so all the home security systems they try to push on you, I've never once had a moment where I was like, you know what? Actually, Ring doorbell might be helpful.
I'm going to give you 2 things that I still like. How about a straight razor? Like you would get at the barbershop when they do your neck? That feels good.
Yeah, it does.
And then
That's
final
luxury. You remember yesterday we were talking about things that make you feel rich?
Oh, when they hit me with a straight razor. If I lined up my beard in my bathroom with a straight razor, I just feel like an English gentleman when I'm doing something like that. Also,
put
I have
on your monocle for that.
Yeah, put on 2 things that need to come back: monocle, pocket watch, and then my final one. How about Guitar Hero on the Wii? Even just anything on the Wii. Anything on the Wii still hits.
Was a great. Any old Nintendo system was a great system. And they're still playable today.
Oh, yeah. If you invite me over on a Saturday night and you're like, yeah, we're going to have like just a Wii night. We're going to just play games on the Wii. Sounds like a good time to me.
That's a party.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.